Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quick Break Games, and welcome back to the Every Extra series here on the channel, where we show off all the extras or the cheat codes within the LEGO games to see what new extras and what extras are taken away within each game. And last time we did LEGO Star Wars, the video game from 2005, and this time we're doing 2006's LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. And man, this game added a ton of extras to the game, and also changed the way you actually obtain the extras as well. So like last time, you can go to the shop here and go to the extras menu here. This is in the cantina this time instead of Dexter's Diner. And here's where you're going to be able to buy your extras, except this time most of them are going to be locked, and you'll have to actually get the red brick for that extra within each of the levels within the game. And so you won't just be able to buy them straight away if you have enough studs. Now, there are some that are unlocked right away that you can just buy, like daisy chains, I believe, is unlocked straight away, disguises as well. But most of them, at least the good ones, are going to be locked behind those red bricks. Luckily, here at Quick Break Games, we do have a mini kit and red brick guide that's going to show you exactly where those red bricks are within the game, so you can check the playlist section here on the channel if you're playing along and want to actually unlock all of these extras and red bricks. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is the extras menu. So first off, we have adaptive difficulty. This is a new one. I believe this one's just unlocked straight away without you having to do anything, buy anything. So this is basically going to change the amount of studs that you lose if based on like how well you're playing. So it's something that I would kind of recommend turning on, actually. So if you die a whole bunch, it's basically going to make it so you only lose about 1,000 studs when you die. And then if you're kind of playing really well and not dying that often, then it'll make it so you lose 4,000 studs when you die. So basically, you're going to lose more studs if you're playing better and lose less studs if you're playing badly. So, I mean, if you're dying a whole bunch and you have this on, you're going to lose less studs. So I would say overall this is a good thing to have on, and it doesn't really affect anything, I don't think. I don't think it affects achievements or anything. So yeah, I would recommend turning that on. Then we have extra toggle. So this is pretty cool. So this actually gives you extra kind of like miscellaneous characters as you're playing free play. So normally you have a set number of characters when you're playing free play. This actually gives you some bonus characters, and you're going to be able to see some of the footage of this in the background because a lot of this stuff you can actually see just hanging out in the cantina. Next up, we have Fertilizer. So this one's pretty funny. This makes it so if you're riding an animal, which was a new feature in this game, is just riding vehicles and animals and stuff like that. Turning that on will make it so you can actually like poop as the animal. It's pretty funny. It's like Fertilizer, so that's hilarious. Here we have Disguises, which returns from LEGO Star Wars 1. So this is the disguise from the first game. Makes every character have that disguise on. We can do Disguises 3, which gives everyone like a Santa beard, which is pretty funny. And then you can turn it off. I believe you can unlock more by doing some cheat codes in the options menu, but for the most part, it's just different goofy disguises and stuff like that. So here we have daisy chains. So this makes it so basically when you're using your grapple point, a lot of the blaster characters grapple up things in this game a lot. It'll make it so your grapple line is like made up of like daisies or flowers, which is kind of interesting. And you'll see some footage of that as well. We have Chewbacca carrying C-3PO. So this is kind of a callback to the movie. And this makes it so Chewbacca basically has C-3PO on his back, which is pretty hilarious. Here we have tow a Death Star, and so this is for the vehicle levels. So in the vehicle levels, you can tow like these detonator bombs. And with this turned on, this essentially changes those bombs to like mini Death Stars, which is pretty funny. Kind of an interesting one there. So again, they have a lot of goofy ones in this game, just like LEGO Star Wars 1. Next up, these are the ones that you actually have to unlock with red bricks. So all these ones that are like orange or red in color. These blue ones, I believe you can just buy right away, but these orange ones you're going to have to do some work in, so make sure you watch my mini kit guides if you need help with those. So we have super blasters, so this makes it so your blasters are basically just way more powerful, and it's kind of hard to see. I don't think it does it physically. Yeah, I guess the blaster is a little bit bigger. Let's compare. No, I guess it doesn't change size. It wasn't in the first game. I think it changed sizes, didn't it? So in this game, it doesn't do that, which is a little bit unfortunate. Next up, we have Fast Force. So this essentially makes it so you can use the Force faster with Jedi and Sith characters. So all this does is like speed up the little Force animation. Here we have Super Lightsabers. So let's see if we can find a Jedi character here and show off the Super Lightsabers. Here we go. Here is Luke. So yeah, basically all your lightsabers turn purple. And this is basically the purple extra from LEGO Star Wars 1 that's been renamed to Super Lightsabers. I'm not sure if it makes them... It might make them a little bit do more damage as well, but yeah, that's Super Lightsabers. And we have Tractor Beam. This is a very useful extra when you're playing a vehicle level, so this essentially makes it so enemies and stuff will all get kind of sucked in towards you, so it basically gets all the enemies off your back, which is really handy, especially in those more annoying vehicle levels within the game. So here we have invincibility, which is returning from the first game. It's pretty self-explanatory. Basically makes it so you can't take any damage. You can still fall off the map, of course, but you won't actually take damage from blaster, stuff like that. Now we have score times 2, which this is the introduction of stud multipliers, which have pretty much become one of the most important extras in all of the LEGO games from now on. So you can see on the left there below my character icon, it says ×2 there in purple. So with this turned on, every stud that you collect is going to be worth 2 times the normal amount. So I believe the silver studs are typically worth 10, so now they're worth 20. Gold are worth 200 instead of 100, and then the purple are worth 2,000 instead of 1,000. Sorry, the purple's worth 10,000, so now they would be worth 20,000, and then the blue is worth 1 to 2,000. So yeah, a little bit confusing there. Then we have self-destruct. So this makes it so if you're playing as a droid character, you can actually just press the B button here on Xbox, or circle button if you're on PlayStation, and boom, blow up. It even says self-destruct there. So this is kind of handy actually, because I believe it counts as destroying like silver Lego objects. So if you need like a bounty hunter that typically can blow up silver Lego objects, I believe you can use a droid to do that now with this self-destruct feature, which is kind of funny. Here we have fast build. So building is a new feature in this game where you can build things. This basically just, much like fast force, it speeds up the building animation, which is always handy. And here we have score ×4. So if you turn this on, this makes it just like score ×2. This makes it so all the studs are worth 4 times their normal amount. You can now see ×4 on the bottom left. But what makes these so important is you can actually stack these. So if you have ×2 and ×4 on at the same time, you can now see 2 × 4 is 8. So now we're making 8 times the studs as normal. So yeah, you can see how important these stud multipliers are. That's why I always recommend when you're playing a LEGO game to go after the score multipliers first before buying anything else if possible. Next up, we'll go to regenerating hearts. So this makes it so if you take damage, your hearts will slowly regenerate. It's pretty pointless once you get invincibility, but before you get that, you can get this and you'll slowly regenerate hearts. Now, this is just a cheat or an extra in this game. In LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, this is being treated as like a special accessibility feature for whatever reason, so just kind of keep that in mind. Mini kit detector, this allows you to see where the mini kits are. It's not always accurate. It can be a little bit off, like it gives you arrows in each level kind of showing you where the mini kits are, but it can be kind of confusing sometimes, which is why, once again, I recommend watching my mini kit guides. Next up, we have score ×6, so this will give you 6 times the studs, and this also stacks with 4 and 2, so now we're making ×48 studs, and you can really see this stacking up now. And here we have Super Zapper, so if you're playing as like a Jawa that has a zapper, I believe it works with R2-D2 as well. So let's see. So now he can it makes his zapper basically like more powerful, which is kind of cool. Let's go ahead and continue on here. We have Bounty Hunter rockets. So this is if you're playing as either Boba Fett in this game, or if you have the old characters from the first game unlocked within this game. With Jango Fett, this makes it so you can fire jetpacks out of his rocket, his like jetpack rocket. Did I say fire jetpacks? I meant fire rockets out of his jetpack. Okay, that makes more sense. So that's actually pretty cool, just like the movie. So it would be cool if that was just a normal feature of those characters, but they make you unlock this extra for it. Then we have score ×8, so that's going to stack up and now give us ×384 studs, which is insane. And then we have Super Ewok Catapult. So this is if you're playing as an Ewok. This essentially makes it so their little slingshots are more powerful. So that's pretty helpful for the Ewok characters. We have Infinite Torpedoes, which is probably one of the best extras in the game as well, right behind like invincibility and the stud multipliers. This makes it so when you're playing a vehicle level, you're going to have infinite purple torpedoes behind you. So normally you have to go to like a certain area to get these torpedoes, or you have to get them from enemies within the level. And this just speeds things up so much because you basically always have torpedoes on you, which is really handy. And then the last extra is score ×10, so that's going to give us now 3,840 times more studs, which is crazy. You're going to be making millions of studs with that on, which is always awesome. So yeah, that is all the studs, or all the extras within this game. So quite a bit of extras here, lots of new ones. Some of them have been removed from the first game, like some of the more goofy ones, like Silhouettes is now gone, and stuff like that, but they still have disguises, which is always nice. But yeah, other than that, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So this was every extra in LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. So stay tuned for more videos in this series. We're going to go through all the extras. And we want to definitely check out all the extras in Skywalker Saga as well when I get my hands on that here not too long from now at the time of me recording this video. But yeah, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So if you like this, give this video a like. If you don't, dislike it. Let me know how I can improve it in the comments below. And subscribe for more videos like this. We're always covering the latest in LEGO games. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.